Right. Hi guys, welcome to Stretch Your Faith. My name is Heba and I'll be guiding our class today. Oh wait, I guess we're waiting on, just give us a couple of seconds. We're waiting on the other streaming to kick in. A couple more seconds. It's nice to have everybody here. I only see one person, it's probably my husband. All right. Hi guys, welcome again to Stretch Your Faith. My name is Heba, and I'll be guiding us through a flow today. And if you have a chat stream, I see some on YouTube. Go ahead and write something down, saying hello, just to kind of connect. I know we have a Facebook page now specific for the yoga class, and we also have it connected to Brittany's page and also the church page. So yeah, lots of different ways for us all to connect. So we'll go ahead and get started in this seated posture. So grounding the soles of the feet, pressing those toes into the floor. We're gonna lengthen that spine up as you relax the shoulders down. Maybe place the hands on your thighs with the palms down like this, or maybe the palms are facing up to the heavens in prayer. If you feel comfortable from this position, you can begin to close the eyes, or maybe just find a soft gaze in front of you. Just begin to kind of settle into your pose physically, maybe shifting around. Just find that physically comfortable posture, and then just allow yourself to let go of your morning, let go of anything that may have happened before you sat down on your chair. Let go of any expectations for your practice, for your day. Just allow yourself to be here for the next couple of minutes, just focusing on ourselves, focusing on slowing those fluctuations of the mind. Begin to scan the body, noticing any sensations, however which way you label them, whether it's tightness, soreness. Just noting these things as we begin our practice. And then just notice the mind. Notice if the thoughts are racing or if it's more calm today. Thoughts are a little bit more slow. The mind is more calm. Again, just noticing that starting point as we begin our practice. And lastly, just start to notice the breath. Notice that influx of air as the lungs inflate, and the softening that happens in the body as you release that air. Maybe you begin to study the breath, noticing how the inhale feels as compared to the exhale. Does one or the other seem shortened? Let's start to take some breaths together. So go ahead and release all the air out of your lungs. Take a deep inhale for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that breath going. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Take a couple more to yourself. Deep inhales and deep exhales. As we start to connect with our breath this morning, just going to read a scripture from the Bible. It comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 12. And lest I should be exalted above measure by the abundance of the revelations, a thorn in my flesh was given to me, a messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I be exalted above measure. Concerning this thing, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times, that it might depart from me. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly, I will rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in needs, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. So as we think about the words that I just read, they're very powerful. So if you can kind of think of something in your life that seems to be holding you back, you keep asking God to take it away, maybe soften the struggle, but it seems to stay. Just think of that one thing and then see if you can flip it to a positive and remind yourself that this thing that you're struggling with is what's keeping you close to God, what's keeping you from maybe depending on something else, someone else, or your own self. Just take a moment here to just start a short prayer to show me, lead me, help me, whatever you need from God today. Maybe it's related to that scripture that I just read, or maybe it's something else. Just asking for that guidance. When you feel ready, we're going to take a deep inhale together. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Just going to begin to find some movement through the neck. So just rocking it from side to side. Right ear, right shoulder. And back through center. Left ear, left shoulder. Just back and forth. Take it at your pace. Make sure you're keeping that breath that we started at the beginning of our class. Back and forth movement to help loosen up the neck. And dropping right ear towards that right shoulder, staying here. Go ahead and reach that left arm out as if you're reaching for something in the edge of the room. Maybe begin to open and close the fists here. Notice how that kind of changes the stretch here. Then slowly step the left hand down, bring the chin towards the chest. One breath here. In through the nose, inflating the belly. As you exhale, soften the shoulders a little bit more. Then take left ear to left shoulder. Extending right arm out, again, reaching with those fingertips. And then either staying here or beginning to open and close the fists. Gently set right hand down, bring the chin back toward the chest, and just take a breath here. In through the nose, we inflate the belly. Exhale, let it go. Bring the neck back to neutral and just begin some shoulder rolls. So as you inhale, shoulders come up. As you exhale, the shoulders come down. Taking a couple in one direction and then reversing your circles, taking them forward or back, whichever way. Bringing some movement into the shoulders as we will take bigger movements later on in class. So go ahead and rest those shoulders down, coming down to the hands. We're just going to open and close the fists, rotate through the wrists, and then reverse those rotations. Maybe notice the pops that are happening. And then allow the hands to rest on the knees one more time. We'll begin our cat-cows. As you inhale, pull the chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. If you'd like to, maybe taking the neck back. As you exhale, tuck the chin, round out through that upper back. Notice that tuck in the pelvis. Again, inhale, chest goes forward, we squeeze the shoulder blades. We'll be taking the neck back. Exhale, tuck the chin, round out through the back. Try to keep that connection we have in the knees as we inhale. Again, chest goes forward, we squeeze shoulder blades, broadening through the shoulders. Exhale, tuck the chin, round out. Take a last one here. Inhale forward, broadening the shoulders, squeezing the scapulas together. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the pelvis, round it all out. Back to that neutral position. We'll take a side body stretch. So if you'd like to open the eyes here, you can, or just keep the eyes closed. We're going to take the right hand to the opposite thigh and then reach the left arm up. From here, we're going to take an inhale at center. And then as you exhale, begin to reach those fingertips over to that right side and using that right hand to anchor ourselves here. Take another breath in. As you exhale, we reach even further. Inhale, bring it back to center. Reach both arms up. We're going to take the left hand now, place it on the outside of the right thigh, and then taking a breath in here. As you exhale, bend it over to that left side. Again, reaching those fingertips. Another breath in. On the exhale, extending even more, seeing how much, how we can straighten that top arm even more. And next inhale, bring the body back up. Reach both arms up, and then extend them out to the side. We're just going to cross the arms in front of each other. So we're going to go left arm on top, then right arm on top. Just across the body, left arm on top, and right arm on top. Stretching out through that chest, engaging our back muscles, squeezing in the back. Then we're going to cross our left arm on top here, and we're going to take our eagle. So your eagle can look like this, so it's just a hug. You can also wrap the forearms so that the backs of the hands are against each other. Maybe they reach, maybe they're just here, and we're just kind of keeping that that tension in between the arms. If it's available, you can start to interlace the fingers. So we'll take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, tuck the chin, round out through the back, pull those elbows in towards the body. We're going to inhale, come up, pull the elbows up with you, maybe create a little bit of a back bend. You exhale, tuck the chin, round out through that upper spine, pulling the elbows close towards the body. Last one. Inhale up, take it back. Exhale, tuck it in, round out through the upper back. Next, inhale, bring it back up, we'll hold it here. So keep reaching the forearms forward, allowing shoulders and elbows to be in line with one another. Another breath in. You exhale, let it go, release the arms. Nice, slow release. Maybe reaching them out to the side. If you'd like to, maybe, shaking out the arms. And then we'll come into the other side. So this time, our right arm will be on top. So the right arm goes on top. We can either find that hug. This is where you are. Maybe this is where you stay. You might also try that other variation with the palms facing out, or begin to interlace the fingers. So find your posture, set it up, and then we'll take a deep inhale. On your exhale, tuck the elbows in, pull it in towards the body. Inhale, bring it back up. Maybe create a little bit of a back extension. So you exhale, tuck it back in, elbows close to the body, rounding that upper back. 2 more. Inhale, come up, elbows go up. Try to point them up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, tuck the chin, round out through that upper back. Last one. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, slowly come back up. Hold it here. Find that arrangement where our shoulders and elbows are in line with one another. We're pulling the forearms forward. We're going to take a breath in together. You exhale, release your pose, release your breath. Maybe shake it out. And then we'll come into a twist from here. So taking that right hand again to the opposite thigh, we're going to either extend the left arm back. If that's too much for you, you can just place it on the side of your chair or the back of your chair. So take a deep in breath. On your exhale, see if you can deepen your twist. Next, inhale, go ahead and unravel, bringing it back forward. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. On your exhale, find that cactus with the elbows. We're going to take an inhale and bring the elbows out. As you exhale, bring the elbows in, tuck the chin. Again, inhale, elbows go out. Exhale, elbows together, tuck it in. Release those arms down. We'll take left hand again to that opposite thigh. And then you can either extend that right arm out. Maybe it's to the side of your chair, just taking a little bit of a softer twist, or to the back of your chair to deepen your twist. So again, take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, twist a little bit more. Maybe take that gaze back behind you or over to the side. And then slowly bringing it back forward. We'll take a cat-cow, so placing the hands on the knees. We're going to inhale, pull the chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, maybe take the gaze up. So you exhale, tuck the chin, round out through the upper back. Bring the body back to that neutral position. We'll take some sun salutations together. So go ahead and bring the arms out to the side. Externally rotate so that our palms are facing out. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up together. As you exhale, begin to fold the body all the way down. Maybe tinting the fingers here so that the fingertips are on the floor. If you have a block or a blanket here, it can also help keep you extended. If not, you can come down closer to the floor. We're going to inhale halfway, maybe cactusing the arms out to the side. If you'd like to, straighten them. We're squeezing those shoulder blades just the same. We're going to exhale, fold. Then place that right hand underneath the face. Left arm begins to reach up. A little bit of a twist here. On your exhale, left hand will come down. We're going to inhale, right arm reaches up. Your exhale, right arm comes down. Reach both arms forward. We're going to take an inhale, come all the way up. To exhale, hands will come down to our heart. So I'll do a few more rounds of that. We'll inhale, circle, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Nice slow movement. Inhale, halfway, cactus or straight arms. Exhale, fold. Right hand under the face, we inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand down. We inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right arm down. We inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, circle, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, cactus or straight arms. Exhale, fold. This time, left hand under the face. We inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right arm down. We inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left arm goes down. We inhale, both arms come up, the upper body comes up. We exhale, hands to our heart. Let's take 3 more rounds. So inhale, circle, reach high, get tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, fold. Left hand under the face, we inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right arm down. We inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left arm down. We inhale, straight arms, both arms come up. Exhale, hands to our heart. 1 more round. Inhale, circle. Exhale, fold. I actually think we have 1 more round after this. We'll inhale, halfway, cactus in the arms. Exhale, fold. Left hand under the face. We'll inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left arm comes down. We inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right arm comes down. We'll inhale, straighten the arms, both arms come up. As we exhale, hands will meet at our heart. So this will be our last round. If you'd like to, maybe close the eyes, just listening to my cue. We'll inhale, circle or top. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, fold. Right hand under the face. We inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, both arms down. As you inhale, straighten the arms, bring the upper body up. On your exhale, hands to heart. Take a pause here. Press those thumbs against the chest. Just feel that heartbeat. Take a moment here, maybe reflect back on the prayer you said at the beginning of class. If you didn't set one, it's not too late to do that. Just take a moment here, catch your breath. Refocus your mind. Remind yourself why you are here, why you've dedicated this time to God. All take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Another breath just like that. Deep, slow breath in. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Getting back into that movement, we'll bring our legs closer together. We're going to inhale, straighten that right leg out, point and flex the toes. You rotate through the ankles. And reverse those rotations. We'll bend the knee, bringing it into the chest. Take a breath here, in through the nose. As you exhale, relax the shoulders in, pull that knee in closer. Take another breath in. Again, exhale, squeeze that knee in. And then we'll take right hand to right knee. We're going to begin to open up the hip and then bring it back in. So you can use the side of your chair, place that left hand there to kind of help keep you secure in your chair. Then maybe just take a moment, take a breath on that outside part of the movement. Slowly bring the knee back in. Then take your opposite hand. So we're going to take our left hand to the right knee, place that right hand on the side of our chair, and we're just going to pull that knee. It's just a very tiny movement. We're just pulling that knee in the opposite direction to stretch out the side of the glute, maybe even into that lower back if you have some tightness there. So take another breath. Let it go. Gently release that foot down, and we'll come into the other side. So inhale, extending left leg long. Begin to point and flex the toes. Rotate through the ankles. And reverse that rotation. Slowly bend that knee, bring it in, and release the fingers around. Maybe it's the back of the thigh, maybe it's the shin. Finding that positioning and then taking a breath here. On your exhale, trying to relax a little bit more as you pull that knee in towards the chest. Another breath. The exhale, squeeze it in even more. And then same hand to same knee. So left hand to left knee. We're going to begin to open and close the hip just as we did on the other side. Maybe you notice a difference in that range of motion from one hip to the other. That is perfectly normal. just take note of it, learn a little bit about what your body can do from side to side versus what it can't. We'll inhale, open that leg wide, and then take a breath here. We'll bring it back in. This is where we switched hands. So we take the right hand to the left knee, so opposite hand to opposite knee, placing the left arm or left hand on the side of the chair to stabilize us, and we're just going to pull the knee across the body. So again, very small movement, but we're just trying to get into the side of our leg here. Another breath. Then on your exhale, slowly release. So rest that leg down. And we will come into a little bit of a standing balance. So let's do our sit to stand. So either crossing the arms across the chest or extending them forward if you'd like a little bit more challenge, as long as you don't have any pain in your lower back, that should be okay. We're gonna press into our heels, lean a little bit forward, and then come up. On your exhale, sit back. So again, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, sit back. It's a nice slow movement. We're trying not to plop into our chair as much as we can. Inhale, come up. Again, exhale, reach those hips back. And then place them in your chair. If you'd like to intensify this, you can just pulse on your chair. So our glutes don't sit back, they just kind of touch our chair, and then we come back up. So we'll take 3 more. You can take either variation. Again, inhale up. Last 2. Sit back and bring it up. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up. Release the arms if you have them forward, kind of shake it out. We'll come over to the side of our chair and we'll take a quadricep stretch. So bending the leg on the outside, you can grab for the foot. So if this is not available for you, maybe grab for a toe. Maybe it's nothing at all. Just work on opening up the chest by rotating the palm out and work on lifting that leg. Just doing this is getting you even closer to reaching the foot. But if you have it, pulling that leg in towards the glute, making sure that both of our thighs are alongside each other. Take another breath here, pulling it in even closer. Then on your exhale, go ahead and slowly release. We'll try something a little bit different. So taking the left leg, that same leg that you tried your quadricep stretch on, we're going to place it on top of our chair. So use the stability of your chair to bring that foot up. And then from here, find that ankle over, or knee over ankle position. What we want to do is we want to lunge forward and keep that positioning with the knee over ankle while pressing into that back heel. So we're stretching out the back calf, stretching out through the right front side of the leg and body. If you don't feel anything here, you can start to heel toe that foot further back, and again, lunging even more. So keep pressing into the back heel. We're lunging forward. Then what we'll do is we'll straighten that leg and find a hamstring stretch. So to focus more on the hamstrings, we can point the toes up the way I have them here. Or if you'd like to focus on the shin and quadricep muscles, you can try to place the sole of the foot down and you'll feel it all along the shins here. So find what feels good for you, and you can stay here if this is where you feel your stretch. if you have the range of motion, you're able to begin to fold forward, and then maybe then you'll feel the stretch. So you might have more slack in that area to deepen your stretch. So go ahead and take another breath here. Your exhale, fold, so stay in your posture. Try to keep that flat back, just as we did before. So if you'd like to, placing that hand on the back, so make sure that it's not rounding. Let's take another breath here. Again, folding a little bit more on your exhale. And then slowly bend into the leg, just as we did before. And then use the stability of your chair. So we'll do that same sequence on the other side of our chair. So coming over to this side, we're going to place one hand on our chair, and we'll grab for the foot. Again, maybe this side is is easier for you. Maybe it's not. Just noticing those differences. If you can't reach, again, opening up the palm and grabbing for the foot. This quadricep for me is much tighter. Notice if you're pulling it forward or back. What we want to do is keep it in line with that other thigh. Squeezing it in a little bit more. And we'll slowly release the leg down. We're going to lift it up and place it onto our chair. So find that position. You'll begin to lunge forward, finding knee over ankle. Pressing into that back heel, trying to keep that back leg as straight as we can get it. And again, if you need to, you can begin to heel toe that foot back to get more of a deeper stretch. It should be through the left side body and maybe even through the calf. So that Achilles area. Take another breath here. Press into that heel. Try to deepen as much as you can here. And then slowly straighten that front leg. We're going to find either a hamstring or a shin and quadricep stretch. So again, if our sole of the foot is down, we're focusing on the front of the leg. If the sole of the foot is up and our toes are pointed up towards the ceiling, we're focusing more on the hamstring and into the calves. So you can place a hand on the upper thigh. We'll take 2 breaths here. In through the nose, make sure we're filling that belly up. And then as you exhale, try to fold even more and keeping the back straight. We'll take 1 more breath. And then exhale, fold. Try to soften through the body, soften through the mind. Slowly bend into that leg. We're going to use the support of our chair, lift the foot up, and set it down. So from here, we'll come into our seated postures, more seated, before we come into meditation. Let's find a wide stance with the legs so that our knees are facing out. And then we're going to drop one knee down and curl the back toes. So maybe you come onto the edge of your chair here. And from here, we're going to place the outside hand on the back of the neck. We're going to inhale and take the elbow up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring elbow to hip. So a little bit of a right side body stretch here. Inhale, elbow comes up. As you exhale, elbow towards hip. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, elbow to hip. Bring it back up. We're going to switch sides now. So back to that wide leg position. We're going to drop the back knee down towards the ground. Again, curling those back toes. This will give us a little bit of a toe stretch. And then if you just scooch in on your chair, you can do that, setting up your pose. You're going to take outside hand to the back of the head. Take an inhale, elbow lifts up. As you exhale, elbow to hip. Again, elbow comes up as we inhale. As we exhale, elbow comes towards the hip. So it doesn't have to reach, but we're just trying to stretch out the side, that left side body. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Slowly come back up. Release the hand. Come back to that wide leg position. Placing your hands on the knees. Go ahead and drop left shoulder towards that right knee. Stay here. Take a breath. Notice where you're feeling it. Then inhale, bring it back up. We'll exhale, opposite side. So for me, it's right shoulder to the left knee. Getting a little bit of the lower back into the hip here. Another breath. And on your next inhale, come back up. Bring the legs back together. We'll come into our pigeon posture. So we'll inhale, extend right leg long. Bend the knee. As you exhale, squeeze it in. And then bring ankle over thigh. We always flex that top foot to protect the top knee. And you can stay here if you're starting to feel something through the right hip, maybe into the lower back. Just maybe focus on pressing the right hip open. Or if you want to go further, you can begin to fold forward. So just like that. So find your pigeon posture, find your variation that works for your body. Set it up, maybe take that right hand, place it on the lower back. Notice if there's some rounding, maybe come back up. Notice there was some for me. So it's always good to come out of a pose than to push our bodies further than where they are. So we'll take another 3 to 4 breaths here. If you'd like to, just close your eyes and try to physically settle into your posture, but also just allow the mind to roam, but not roam with it. So allow those thoughts to just float by. The mind can start to fight us, can start to run around as we get still. Just allow it to be. Don't get caught up in the thoughts. See if you can just observe those thoughts that come up. Take a last breath here. On your exhale, stay in your posture. Keep pushing that top hip open. Once you feel pretty good on this side, go ahead and bring the body up. We'll place that sole of the foot down and just begin to rock the hips from side to side. Resetting our hips. And then we'll come right into the other side. So extending left leg out. We'll bend the knee and release the fingers around maybe the shin or thighs. On your exhale, squeeze it in. And then on that next in-breath, place ankle over thigh. Maybe notice the difference between the hips. There's always going to be a difference between either hip. One will be tighter than the other. So this side might need something different. Just make sure we're flexing the top foot. Either we stay here and press this hip open, or if you find that there's more range of motion here, you can begin to pull the chest forward. So remember, we're taking our nose over the toes and staying here. If you did that little checkpoint to adjust yourself, maybe placing one hand on the back here to make sure that we aren't rounding. Maybe coming out of your posture a little bit and then settling into your new pigeon pose. So begin to close the eyes. Maybe find that soft gaze. Take about 4 to 5 breaths here. As you inhale, feeling that belly expand, the lungs fill up. Your exhale, notice that softening that happens through the body. One thing to take note of as we are in these postures is that as you relieve tension out of one area, it can travel to another. So as we're trying to get that tension out of the hip, it can start to move to other areas, maybe into the shoulders, the neck, maybe into the face, the eyebrows, eyelids, jaw. Just notice where you begin to carry the tension as you start to relieve it out of one area. And begin to soften those areas. With about 2 more breaths here. Last breath, deep in through the nose, inflate the belly. Your exhale, stay in your pose. Try to lengthen that exhale, get all the air out. And slowly come back up. Bringing that sole of the foot down. Again, rocking the hips from side to side. Then we'll come back to that seated position we began our class in. So soles firmly planted. Hands on our thighs. Maybe the palms are up. You might use this part of class as a time for prayer. Begin to relax the shoulders down. Maybe close the eyes or find that soft gaze. Try to get as comfortable as you can in your chair. We'll be here for a couple of minutes for meditation. Let's take a couple of cleansing breaths together. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Another 2 breaths just like that. Deep, slow inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Last breath, we'll hold it at the top. Deep inhale. Hold it. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go, sigh it out. Keep exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Allow that breath to return back to its organic rhythm. You take a moment here, reflect back on your prayer. Knowing that that we all gathered here in the name of God, we know that He is in our presence. We know that He is with us now. So talk to Him. We have about 10 to 12 more breaths here. Just keep checking in with the mind. It's okay if it wanders. Just keep bringing it back to this moment, back to your prayer, and back to the breath, back to your strength. We're about halfway there. Begin to deepen the breath, gently wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, starting to wake that body back up. I'm going to share today's reading from Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. Thank me for the conditions that are requiring you to be still. Do not spoil these quiet hours by wishing them away, waiting impatiently to be active again. Some of the greatest works in my kingdom have been done from sick beds and prison cells. Instead of resenting the limitations of a weakened body, search for my way in the midst of these various circumstances. Limitations can be liberating when your strongest desire is living close to me. Quietness and trust enhance your awareness of my presence with you. Do not despise these simple ways of serving me. Although you feel cut off from the activity of the world, your quiet trust makes a powerful statement in spiritual realms. My strength and power show themselves most effective in weakness. All bring your hands to heart. God, we thank you for this time, this ability to move our bodies. But we also thank you for the weakness, for what seems to be a weakness to us, the thing that we're struggling with. We thank you for that road you set for us, because we know that in our weakness is your strength. With that, I'll say amen. Thank you guys for joining me today. Again, if you'd like to, just leaving a comment below wherever you're watching us, what you thought of it, maybe something you'd like to share from today's reading. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Oh, I can't hear you.
I just ended the live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, how do I end this thing? Because I was clicking on my screen.